I'm sneezing. It's a bright, sunny morning. Kay and I are heading over to Disney Springs from our hotel, and we're gonna go see the Princess and the Frog for a little D23 event they're having. I might need some more coffee. I'm talking slow, but we get a little pin and to highlight a Gideon's cookie. So it's gonna be a big day. A little bummed. They have a big event tonight over at Walt Disney World where you get to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure several times, and music and food, and unless some kind of magical benefactor pops up, I think we're gonna miss that one. But that's all right. So climb some stairs, head to Disney Springs, a little coffee, and a little Tiana. Let's see what else we can figure out for the day. Because other than that, we have no plan.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Donald and Daisy are preparing to open. It's kind of an interesting perspective to be here at Disney Springs this early. You know, I've raced into the parks and whatnot, but never come to Disney Springs for breakfast. So kind of fun. So I didn't film much last night because I just wanted to enjoy the experience, but we had dinner at Kumite at Epcot, and dude, it's worth the reaching in the couch for your spare change because it's expensive. It was crazy, but unbelievable. Like, unbelievable experience. I mean, just flawless. From the service to the company to the food. I mean, it was just, I was high afterwards. I could just feel all that food swirling around in my stomach and improving my mood. Slept like a baby. Kay had vivid dreams, and we're gonna chalk that up to the meal. And I'll put some stuff in here. I did take some little videos of the meal itself, but I wish I could have filmed the whole thing. I don't know, just felt awkward and maybe even inappropriate. Maybe just some things are just meant to be enjoyed without a camera wandering around. I did film the tea service, and that was pretty incredible. And I'll post that whole thing as just a side video. But what an amazing restaurant. I've had 4 meals that I would consider the best in my life, and 3 of them have been through Disney, which is kind of cool. One at the Ritz-Carlton on Amelia Island, which was just a spectacular meal, and then Ashante on the Wish, Victoria Albert's, and to Kumite, hiding there right in Epcot. It's just so weird to have something that amazing right there. So, a little bit of a catastrophe. The small Joffrey's booth is not open. We might be here too early for coffee. Yikes. Because I'm about a quart low. Or maybe 20 ounces. 20 ounces low. So we're gonna walk around through here and go to the actual Joffrey's store and pray to the coffee gods that they are ramping up the shop for the day. I'm sorry. Knocking into people. Being that guy I don't want to be. They're already lining up for Gideon's though. What time is it?
Oh my goodness. 9:37.
9:37. Can't get coffee, but you can get in line for Gideon's. Part of what we're getting in this little adventure is a free and special Gideon's cookie, which is really the reason to do it, right? Everything else is kind of... I've seen the movie. I don't collect pins, but I do collect cookies in my tummy. God, it's so fun walking through here. Again, if I lived here, I think I could just come take a morning walk every day.
Yes. A nice breeze.
Starbucks is open, but I'm gonna pass. I'm a bona fide Joffrey's man. I can live. And we're almost to our little entrance. I think it opened at 9:30. So we're getting here kind of early. I don't know if there's really any benefit to that or not. But why not? We're awake, just hanging out. There's no rushing, just moving along down the road.
I'm sorry?
Tiana?
Tiana is that way.
That way. Okay.
Yes, look for Dory. She's dressed like me.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Down here by Everglades.
You can get a free donut.
Oh, that's right. My little coupon book. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. So we were 11:15 instead of 10:30. Like I say, not really a planner.
Right.
Not really a details guy.
Right.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
What do you need from me on here?
QR code to check in.
Is it on this email?
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cookie to get the day going.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
That's why we came.
Cookie. Have fun.
All right, after a little bit of me screwing things up. But the email said 11:15, but then the confirmation said 10:30. Doesn't matter. We're
They
in.
probably just moved you where they needed you.
We got an amazing cookie. Oh, no goodie bag. Sure. Don't eat my cookie though. She's known to do that. And we'll go through this a little later and see what it is. Because again, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel so weird filming, even though I know people do it. And later on, you're excited. But even when I was in high school, I would take pictures, and I felt like a nerd.
Like ahead of his time.
So let's see what's what from here. All right, playing a little trivia here. So I've made it to my seat. Let's. I guess I'll wait for Kay. Come back and tell us. We can go through the little bag. She can hold the camera that way. So let's go through our little bag before the movie starts. Shall we? So we got a free drink, which I've already procured. Used my coupon for that. Orange vanilla high C. Got some D23 Hulu pins, but I'll be sending these out to someone because we already have those. Got this amazing Tiana pin.
Is it 15? No. Is it 15
15th
years?
anniversary, that's right.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy, right?
That is
'Cause
crazy.
we saw this in the theater with our
We
kids.
did.
And then got this awesome magnet. So that's really fun. Then, what we're all really here for, the reason we came over. Saw that line earlier? We didn't have to wait in line. They just brought us a cookie. And while I don't remember what's on it, I'll put it down below here because I think they did give us a description, but I can't remember.
I bet it's green. What do you think? There's green?
Maybe.
Anything green? Yep.
Oh, it's like a Mardi Gras sugar cookie.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish my popcorn and save it for a little later in the movie.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So pretty fun. You know, it would have been awesome to go tonight, but this is a great little treat. And something to do, and I think it's a neat idea, and I love it. So now we're gonna sit back and watch the movie. I'm gonna insert the entire movie in its completion right here, and you can watch along with us, and then we'll discuss afterwards.
The evening star is shining bright.
I'm not really doing that. You can hit pause here
you'd have a-
and then watch it, and then come back after you've watched it, and it'll be like you were right here with us, but without the cookie or the magnet. Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
So that's it. Well, let's go enjoy some Princess and the Frog.
Sure thing. So I had the honor of overseeing the design, the production, the integration of all of the audio animatronics figures that you see in Tiana's Bayou Adventure, both here in Florida and then ultimately over in California at Disneyland as well. So huge honor bringing these characters to life that we absolutely love, right?
And this seems kind of like a loaded question, but there's a lot of details packed into this attraction. So what can you tell us that guests can expect from this if they haven't already?
Sure. So the overall storyline is absolutely phenomenal. The whole thing takes place about a year after our Princess and the Frog, film that we're seeing right now tonight. I guess this morning. Oh my goodness. We've got the guests will enter, and the story really starts when we come in the queue. So we're entering Tiana's brand new whole company called Tiana's Foods. And you'll start to hear and pick up on a lot of fun elements throughout the queue. So you'll notice on the radio, a lot of really authentic, fun New Orleans music that's been recorded, but in between the songs, there's some announcements about Tiana hosting a great Mardi Gras party that evening for all of the community to come to, including our guests. But there's one catch. There's a lot to do to get ready for this party, as you can see in some of the signage and some notes throughout the queue. They're taking care of most of the preparation, but Lewis forgot to hire us a band. And all of the great bands are already booked for Mardi Gras, so what are we gonna do? And Tiana has this great idea. Lewis is the best musician she knows. He came from the Bayou, so let's go out to the Bayou and see who we can find. So all our guests are invited along to find some more critters and some more bands that we can invite to our party and actually perform for us that evening. We'll find a bunch of different musical styles, all really authentic to the New Orleans period. Beautiful critters, a lot of new characters that we get to introduce into our whole Tiana universe. And then ultimately, Mama Odie will use her magic to get us back to that party to enjoy it ourselves at the end of the night. So it should be a good time, great party, great music, having a blast all together.
And one of my favorite parts about this attraction, I got to experience it earlier this week, there's such a richness to the New Orleans culture that's been brought into this, and I know that the Imagineers took a ton of inspiration from the city, kind of as a love letter this attraction is to the city of New Orleans. Can you share a little bit about that experience?
Sure, yeah, we definitely took representing New Orleans very seriously. Tiana is one of our few princesses that comes from a very real place. And so we want to make sure that we're doing that justice and making sure that people really understand that culture and that heritage that's so important. So down to all sorts of different details, but for example, all of the foliage, which by the way, there is a ton of beautiful foliage inside and outside the mountain. All of that is authentic to the New Orleans area and the Mississippi Delta region. And we even went as far as to make sure that what we're seeing in bloom is accurate to what would be in bloom during the Mardi Gras season. So all of those kinds of details. Other elements are making sure that we had the opportunity to, again, bring all these characters, all these critters to life and have 19 new characters. And all of their names and personalities and everything is really thought through of what would be appropriate for that era and what would be, names representing all of the diverse cultures present in New Orleans at the time. So again, just in every manner, trying to do justice to New Orleans and bring it to our lives for everyone, hoping that you want to go visit it yourself.
And you mentioned critters. I myself am a huge Larry the Armadillo stan, as many, yes. I saw some shirts out there, that was creative. What is your favorite critter? This is a very hard question.
It's so hard, because
There are wrong answers.
Let's see. So Larry's fantastic, I will say, but he gets a lot of love. So I'm going to go with Fina, the gray fox. She is known to be super optimistic and excited and super creative, and I think that's something that I try to embody in my day-to-day life. So on top of her just being absolutely adorable and having this giant smile, I really like her personality and kind of identify with that.
And another huge part of this attraction is PJ Morton bringing the wonderful music and soundtrack, especially with Special Spice, which is a banger in my mind. As far as it goes with the music to this attraction, I know there was a lot of work put in, and also some other names that guests might not know. One that I think is really cool is actually one related to the inspiration for Tiana.
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, but one of the main inspirations for Tiana as a character was Leah Chase, the queen of Creole cuisine. And her daughter, who's also named Leah Chase, is a really fantastic jazz performer. So you can even see in the queue, there's one of the songs that is recorded a cover that Leah Chase herself actually is performing. So again, really trying to bring those namesakes in, bring all of that authenticity and kind of enrich our entire environment with these New Orleans, really, heroes.
And what has it been to you to bring this to life? This story is so beloved for so many, and adding an entire new chapter to this story that we know and love so for 15 years now.
I know, it's crazy, it's been 15 years. The story is amazing, the music's phenomenal, and so it's obviously a huge bar to live up to as we try to expand on this story and do Tiana justice. So it's been a huge honor to be a part of this, and I cannot wait for you guys to experience it and hopefully get to see even more of what Tiana's been doing in her year since the end of our Princess and the Frog journey.
And another thing that's great about this attraction is it really speaks to what a keystone title this is for Walt Disney Animation Studios. so many amazing animators worked on this film, but also on this attraction, which is kind of cool. So that's something that I think most guests don't actually know.
Yeah, so as bringing the audio animatronics to life, got to work with a lot of the original animators. So Eric Goldberg, for example, animated Lewis in the original film. He's also animated other great characters like Genie, etc. Like, I literally have books of his on my shelf and get to be in these meetings with him to understand what makes Lewis Lewis, what makes him really that jolly, squishy alligator, and then how can I do my best to translate that into our three-dimensional world using a robot. So it was super amazing to have those moments of like, I have been reading about you for literally years, and now we get to work together to make sure that we're translating from the 2D hand-drawn film into our world and being really, really bringing these characters, doing them justice.
Well, we're so glad that we could have brought you here with guests that are going to experience this attraction. What's one thing that you hope they take away when they experience it?
I think we are trying to make sure that everyone just feels really welcome in this attraction. There's this huge sense of joy, both through the music and the idea that, you know, Tiana is literally looking you in the eye and inviting you to join her on this journey and on this party. So I hope that everyone finds a character they can relate to, feels like they've actually been able to be invited and join this huge celebration, and you've now become a part of this amazing story that started with The Princess and the Frog.
Well, please, everyone, give Karin a huge hand. Well, everybody, that concludes our adventure through the bayou. Hopefully we're going to see some of you later tonight for that. But we are just about ready to actually get the film started. So again, we're so grateful that you guys are here joining us today, and as well as just in this amazing resort. We love Walt Disney World. We love coming out here to celebrate this story and many others with you guys. And we actually have a few, you guys saw those special offers in your reminder email. Make sure you take advantage of those, but there's one other one that I'm very excited to share. So in addition to the amazing Mardi Gras inspired Gideon's cookie that you guys have received at this event, you will be able to purchase at any fans of La Cava del Tequila at Epcot? Yes, Studio? So we're gonna have a D23 member exclusive drink just for you through the end of this week. That is going to be inspired by the flavors of New Orleans and basically a mint julep margarita. So the way that you redeem this is you're going to go to La Cava del Tequila. It's for D23 Gold members. So make sure you have your Gold member card with you. And when you get to the La Cava del Tequila venue and you order your drink, make sure you let them know that you're here for the D23 secret menu drink and use the passcode Firefly. So yes, lots of instructions. If you need to take notes, find me outside. All right. Well, we're just about ready to get it kicked off, so sit back, relax, and enjoy Disney's The Princess and the Frog.
All right, we did it. I'd forgotten how good that movie was. Like, I got a little teary in there. And I felt like there were parts I didn't remember, and I know we've watched it 10 million times. But that was a nice little event. Great pen, it was a full theater, it had 2 showings for it. They had a little, I'll see how well the audio came out. They had a little interview with an Imagineer who oversaw the, I guess the animatronics, right? Is that what? And that was kind of cool, and she answered some questions. So that was awesome. So that's again, I don't know how much that'll be good. I kind of jumped quickly. I didn't know that was going to go on, so I got a little bit. Anyway, I think that's it. We're gonna walk back through Disney Springs, which is picking up. As you can see here, it's no longer empty like it was this morning. But I feel like I've done enough recent videos on Disney Springs that probably you don't want to follow along. So head back to the hotel and make a plan from there. So maybe Magic Kingdom, maybe Hollywood. It's difficult to say. And I'll probably bring you guys along with that. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a really big day.